Hey yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I want to go over finances because a year ago I was working a 9-to-5 job in a supplement store, punching the clock every single day with the dreams of making fitness a full-time career. Now I want to show you guys the tips and the tricks and the mistakes that I've made over the last year so you guys can get one step closer to making those dreams become a reality. So we are about to go get our freaking haircut, and we actually have a special giveaway today. So let's get this video started.
There's nowhere to go. I'm holding my desires, my heart overflows. The only direction that I'll ever need is the...
All right guys, so I lost my AirPod Pros in the gym, and what we're gonna do is if we can get this video to 1,500 likes, I am gonna pick one random person that liked and commented on this video to win an AirPod Pro as well, or Beats, or the cash for either. So just like this video, comment, and whoever wins, I'm gonna send you a DM, and I'll either send you the cash, the Beats, or the AirPod Pros. So we're gonna go pick it up and let's see what happens. I'm getting in trouble because we live in a communist country. I'm exempt.
Oh, you're exempt?
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I just picked up the AirPod Pros. I'm super stoked to try these. I mean, I have Beats as well, but like I just don't like how they like sit on your head. And I'm super excited. Like I said, get this video with 1,500 likes, shoot it a comment. I'm just gonna pick a random person to either win the money or win the AirPods. I love giving back to you guys, and I hope as I continue to grow, I can literally just give back fuck tons to the fitness industry. But that's aside from the point. Let's get into some business shit. And I'm gonna start off by giving you a little bit of backstory about myself. Now, 4 years ago, I started this YouTube channel, and I took it for granted because I didn't realize how important social media was into monetizing whatever you want into a profitable business. Now, I'm not saying if you go into things with bad intention, no integrity, bad customer service, that just because you have a lot of social media followers, your business is gonna succeed. That is not the case. The only reason my businesses have been growing and we are on track to hit almost $500,000 this year is because of customer service, is because of integrity, and is because being a genuine person in 2021 just isn't fucking happening anymore. You have all these influencers promoting these bullshit NFT and crypto coins and like just making quick profits off it. And that's where this whole like disconnect between like starting businesses and being a good person has to be the top thing in your mind. When I started this YouTube channel, it was just a way to document my life, and I didn't take it too seriously. But about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted this YouTube channel to mean something. I wanted to be able to change people's lives, not only by giving them information, but by taking them along my experiences and showing them the mistakes I made so possibly they could avoid them in the future. And you guys know the video that blew up. It was how steroids ruined my life, getting all these acne scars, getting the gyno. And you know what? Was it all worth it? Absolutely. Some people don't think. Like I said, I'm gonna support you on whatever you wanna do, and I hope you will support me on whatever I wanna do. But the minute I wanted this YouTube channel to mean something is when I started to pick up the traction and pick up the views. And because of that, I was able to monetize the things that I loved into starting my own businesses and doing this as a full-time job. So that's probably my tip number one, is you have to find something not only that you're passionate about, but stuff that can provide value and purpose to somebody else. Hey yo! School is in session! Welcome to 4 days in the fucking future, because I got myself a new house. Super stoked about it. I spent the last week moving in. I caught a cold and life goes on, and my back is not doing okay, but I'll put that in a different video. I want to get into this before I take you back in time 3 days ago when we filmed a super educational arm day on how to get your arms to grow. But before we get into that, I kind of want to break down how I personally made fitness a full-time job so you guys can get out of your own head and kind of think outside the box on how this all works. Because when I was growing up, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be an IFBB pro, I'm gonna get a sponsorship for like $70,000 a year, and I'm just gonna be a bodybuilder. I'm gonna eat, sleep, and train, and that's it. And guys, the reality is that doesn't fucking exist anymore. Social media is your avenue to everything that has to do with making fitness a full-time career. And I understand that social media is gonna take time, it's gonna take work, and you have to provide people with value. That's why I kind of put YouTube equals value, because at the start, no one really cares who you are, what you're doing. A lot of people start a YouTube channel and they start it with doing daily vlogs, and you haven't gained any respect. You haven't shown people that you know what you're talking about. You haven't proven to people you've got any results. So why would they listen to you, or why would they want to watch your day to day? You need to do something that provides value or entertainment to their lives. And as people learn to like you and follow you, then you can kind of branch off into different avenues that you're also passionate about. Lucky for me, that my passion is fitness and making sure that we all lift each other up and stay positive. So it's really easy to put those things together and provide value to people. But we're gonna break things down into what I call passive income. And I quote passive because technically the only thing that's like passive is like a rental property or something that you really do not have to do fuck all for, versus time. Because when we're talking about fitness, guys, you run out of time like no tomorrow. Even if you do have fitness as a full-time job, let's pretend that you had coaching as a full-time job. You can maybe take what? 20, 25 clients at best. And then you're literally working your ass off all day, every day. Client check-ins, client plans, like training plans, diet, changing, phone calls, shows. It takes up so much time that you will not be able to scale that to become rich or even make fitness a full-time job. That's why I personally only take like 12 to 15 clients at a time, so it gives me enough to do something every single day, but it gives me enough time to work on the other avenues that will get me rich, quote unquote. I'm gonna break down kind of the 5 sources of income that I have, which all has stemmed from social media. Social media right now, I mean TikTok. TikTok is the entertainment portion. TikTok, I do kind of post some knowledgeable stuff, but TikTok is very fast paced. They just want to see your body. They want to see fun. They want to see something that provides, holy fuck, like entertainment. And that will help drive people to hopefully your YouTube and your Instagram. Instagram, in my opinion, is only for marketing right now or your actual personal life. You have to distinguish those things. I post a lot of personal shit on my Instagram because I do have a lot of friends, but in the future, probably in the next 2 months, I'm gonna make that Instagram just business related, because Instagram is your best way to market. And that is because you can run ads through Instagram, and Instagram ads are your cheapest, most effective way to run ads right now. Then you have YouTube. YouTube, again, equals value, because you can show people who you are, how much you know, your camera skills, your editing skills. You can tell a story and people will watch that story. So YouTube is obviously the main platform right now when it comes to starting the 5 sources of income. So I just put my 5 main sources of income right now. Obviously, you can make 10 sources, you can make 7 sources. It all comes down to how creative you can get. But personally, I did e-commerce stores. So that would be www.themarkplummer and acneattackskincare.com. That's my peptide company, my SARM company. I spent a lot of money and a lot of time to be able to sell SARMs for research purposes. It was really hard to get that license, but I got that license. So obviously I can sell SARMs for research purposes only between Canada and the United States. I can sell peptides wherever I want. And that also has some copy-paste plans as well as my phone consult. And I run through my coaching through the markplummer.com as well. I have acneattackskincare.com, which is my skincare line. As you guys know, I had horrible skin. I spent the last year developing it. We basically sold out of everything last week, and I've already put a new order in, and it is already selling, and I just can't thank you guys enough for the support. But with that said, why does it come back to social media? Because you can have the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, no one will buy it. That is why the social media component of an e-commerce store is so fucking important. And your e-commerce store could be fitness merchandise, it could be lifting straps, it could be knee pads, it could be whatever the fuck you want it to be, because it is still incorporating fitness as your full-time job, and it is very passive income because you do not really have to be working. When I'm jacking off upstairs, I'm making money. When I'm taking a shit, I'm making money. When I'm on vacation, I'm making money. And that's the ideal situation that you want. You just have to make sure that you set up a good business structure and foundation with good quality products and customer service, and that business will grow itself as long as you've mastered the social media. Coaching, we kind of went over it. It's not really scalable. You need tons of time, but it's a very good starting point. It is not hard to get 5 or 6 or 7 online clients, especially when I was starting out. I charged $80 a month. Like, it was ridiculous. And I got that client portfolio. I showed people what I could do, the transformations, posted them on social media so people could see the transformations. And as they kept saying, like, holy fuck, these people are insane, I started getting more and more clients. Sponsors. I actually put this one under passive because a lot of sponsors are going through micro influencers now, which basically means you will only get free product. You don't actually get paid a salary to be with that company like they did in the past, unless you are a top level IFBB or do have a big following. I got very lucky. I do have a yearly salary to be with the company I'm with right now, Gorilla Mind. We just get along super well. We have the same passion, the same vision. As well, if you use my code MARK, I also get 20% commission. I don't push the supplement shit on anybody because I think supplements are a dime a dozen. And does Gorilla Mind have, in my opinion, some of the best products ever? Because Derek is probably one of the most smart people on the internet right now when it comes to fitness. Absolutely. But that's not saying that other products are bad. Other products are just as good. It's finding what works for you, whether that be taste, budget, the products that you're specifically looking for. You have to find what you like and run with it. And if that so happens to be Gorilla Mind, use my code because it helps me get passive income. But without a big social media following, you will never get those sponsors reaching out to you. And the bigger your following is, the bigger you can negotiate a better contract because it goes to eyeballs. The companies that are sponsoring you just want more people to see their product. That's it. So again, you really have to target social media. Brand deals. I actually put this one on time because I've been getting a lot of people reach out, and you guys know that I rarely have like, this video is sponsored by, this video is sponsored by, because I don't promote something if I don't fucking like it. And if anyone tells me what I can and cannot say, I tell them to go fuck themselves because I've built this brand off being myself, which kind of goes back to the first point, is you have to be your fucking self. You can't be fake. Half of these people that I meet in the fitness world that I see on YouTube that I'm like, yo, these guys are fucking sick. You meet them in person and they're the biggest letdown I've ever seen because they've built a brand off being fake. And that's something I will never do, and that's what I need you guys to never fucking do because it ruins the fitness industry. But obviously, the bigger social media following you have, the more these brand deals pay you to do segments in your videos
which does take time to make the videos, but it is pretty good money for a lot of the stuff. The final thing is ad revenue. Now, TikTok Creator Fund, which I don't get because technically I live in Canada, and YouTube, you will get paid eventually just for posting. The more views you bring in, the more value you give to people, the more time your video gets shared to someone else and people watch it, you will get ad revenue. And I put that in passive and in time, because if I post this video today, it's gonna make money for the next 3 years. Yes, it took time. It probably takes me 2 days plus my editor to film and edit these things. But with that said, it is gonna make money for the next year as long as the topic will continue to gain traction over the next year. And that's what you have to think about is when you post a video saying, I bought a new house. Okay, cool. A lot of people will watch that and be like, oh, cool, like that's what's going on in his life right now. But that video will not get views for the next year because your life is constantly evolving. When I post a video that says how I cleared up my steroid acne, that video is going to get views for the next 10 years because it is a highly searched for thing. So I will continue to make money on that as long as I have a YouTube account. And that's kind of the things you have to think of is what can you do to make money right now to make fitness a full-time job and get capital, which is going to be the coaching, the ad revenue, and the brand deals. But what can I do to make fitness a full-time job forever? And that's going to be the e-commerce, the sponsorships, as well as the ad revenue. So you guys really need to think outside the box when it comes to making fitness a full-time job now, because the reality is you can't just eat, sleep, and train anymore. You need to put in work and you need to go through so many different avenues. For example, you guys know that I used to film for Chris Bumstead back in the day. I was neighbors with Ian Valliere. Ian Valliere coached me through all 3 of my bodybuilding shows. I met Chris through Ian and we trained at the same gym. He was working his way through up the ranks. I was getting into filming. I started filming for Chris basically for free or for $100 a video so I could get my name out there so I could slowly build my social media into becoming the person I am today. You need to think of these little things and do it strategically over the years, and you can make fitness a full-time job. You just have to continuously work at it and know that you won't just eat, sleep, and train and get paid to do it. So that's kind of all I want to say about the matter. I hate that a lot of fitness people don't talk about this. They don't talk about finances. They don't talk about money. Because when I was going through these 9-to-5 bullshit jobs, working at a supplement store, working at FedEx, working at a fitness store, working at Starbucks, I wish somebody told me these things so I could have got out of my head faster than I did. So with that said, guys, I'm going to take you back in time 3 days where we trained arms. I hope you guys could get something out of this video. Like I said, like this video, 1,500 likes. We're giving away the AirPods. Make sure you also comment. I can't thank you guys for the support on this channel. I can't wait to show you guys what I have planned for this house because it's absolutely sick. It's going to be a sick content house. I leave for Florida next fucking Wednesday, and I'm actually going to drive there. So if you guys are interested in me stopping somewhere around New York and setting up like a meetup somewhere in the New York or just after New York region, and we can have a huge gym meetup and just fucking train and just have some fun, drop in the comments below because I'd love to hear you guys' suggestions because I am driving there. Shout out to Emmanuel. He's basically been filming every workout for me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the gym.
2 scoops of Gorilla Mode today, 1 scoop of nitrate. I don't know why I keep taking so much pre-workout at 7 p.m. because every time we film through the week, we film at 7, and every other day I train at 2, and I just like do the same thing every day. That's why I've got so much results in the last 4 weeks is because I do the same fucking thing every single day, usually at the same time. So we're gonna be training arms today, and I'm gonna kind of take you through my arm day because my arms are not a strong body part and we are gonna make them a strong body part. Now, I like to do all triceps and then all biceps because I feel when your tricep is like hella pumped up, you really can't like come all the way down and get a full contraction on a bicep curl. So the only two ways that you should train arms, in my opinion, is either all triceps and then all biceps, or just like one bicep, one tricep, one bicep, one tricep. But with that said, I still think that all triceps and all biceps are gonna get you the best growth. Unless the gym's packed with baddies and you need to like get that pump, then obviously like do one after the other. Start your workouts heavy, finish them light. It's the way the body's designed to grow. So we're gonna do a dip machine. We're gonna load up the weight, pump it up. Ain't much to it but to do it. We're gonna stick with this like 5-set rep range. So like obviously like we go over in every video if you've been watching. Set 1 is like hella warm up. Set 2, you up the weight a little bit. Set 3, you put a good amount into it. Set 4, you go all out. Set 5, you go all out plus all out again in one fucking set. And that's it, then you move on. And especially for arms, intensity should be the same as like you're training legs. So I don't wanna see you guys just like getting bicep curls and playing on your phone. Like when you are going for heavy ass squats, I doubt you're texting your mates in between the sets and being like, yo, what up, dude?
What's up? Yo, Duque, pick up the phone. Yo. What's up?
We're using one 45-pound plate, two 25s, and a 10. So we can get the most out of the set, so we can do a huge drop set. I trained chest yesterday, so I am not trying to like lean hella forward and activate any of my chest here. So that's why you see me sitting a lot more back and almost doing the dip like a tricep push down instead of using it like a chest dip. Telling you guys, like, if you train arms as hard as you train chest, or as hard as you train back or legs, they will grow. Right now, I have 2 scoops of Gorilla Mode EAAs. I don't give a fuck what EAAs you use, just make sure you get some type of amino acid in during your workout. And right now, I'm actually using a product called glycerol because I'm trying to get a little bit toned up for EDC as well as put on some weight. I don't want the extra carb bloat. As you guys know, like every gram of carb holds a certain amount of water weight. So usually like in our growing phase, we'll have like 50 to 75 grams of carbs. But because I leave in 10 days for Florida, I cut the carbs and I added glycerol. We're going to tricep push downs, pull downs, tricep extensions with the rope. One of those 3 things, I'm not really sure what they're actually called though, but we're gonna hit a superset here. So we're gonna do regular tricep push downs. Can't do any more. We're gonna pop the weight backwards and go this way. Absolute fucking killer for the triceps. And this is like a really good exercise to get a nasty pump. Since we like kind of already warmed up the triceps, I usually start a little bit heavier. Like you don't really need to warm up on every single exercise. For example, like when you train chest, you can probably warm up on your first 2 exercises and then just get right into heavy weight. Especially with arms, like there's only basically like the inner head and the outer head of your tricep, inner head and outer head of your bicep. So once they're kind of like warmed up, you can kind of just get into the weight and have good activation and just again, break down that tissue, pump that blood. I was gonna say guys, like every time we're in here, the music is so loud and now there's no music and I'm just left alone with my multiple personality disorder. So I get to listen to several different thoughts of different people that are myself in my head. But now the music's on, so like we're normal, obviously. Tripping out right now. Like guys, if you're doing this correctly, like you should have problems like flexing your arms. Like I know people are like, yo, my arms aren't even sore after I'm training. I'm like, bro, how? Like if you break down muscle tissue and pump maximum blood into the muscles, they will hurt. And if they don't, it's because you're not training hard enough. Final tricep exercise is we're gonna do over the head. I like to finish triceps with these because I used to go like 50s, 60s overhead, and I like bucked my elbow up one year doing that. So now I like to, again, pre-exhaust my triceps. So I only need to use like 20, 25 pounds. And what I really try to do is like, instead of doing like this, like you see most people do, I try to really tweak my elbow in and come behind my head and really get that full extension, full contraction. So this one ain't about the weight. This is about pumping blood. I'm gonna try to like go all out on this one. Like I said, like you don't know your limits until you push your limits. That's really all there is to it. Good soup. Moving on to biceps. And you're gonna probably see like, I do some really weird bicep stuff right now. Like I say in every video, like if your biceps are gonna grow, they're gonna grow. But I'm really trying to like isolate my biceps, because normally when I do like a bicep curl, I never get like a full extension because of my powerlifting days from like heavy deadlifts. Like my arm is very hard to go all the way down. So when I do a bicep curl here, my arm always stays here. But if I use a chest support and really just let gravity do its work, I can get like a full extension and a full contraction. And we're gonna use a straight bar, so it forces your pinky to stay in, so you get more of a contraction here. So when you hit a bicep goes up, you have more of a peak, which is what I need to work on. Because I have big arms from the outside, but definitely not the inside. Super cool bicep variation that I saw some random TikToker do. I was like, yeah, that's fire. So basically, like, instead of laying down on the ground and doing a cable curl like this, we're gonna do a hammer curl behind the head with the lat pull down. This is perfect for like the outside of your bicep head. So when you're hitting a back double bicep, you can really get that peak showing from the back.
We can be together. And this moment could last forever.
You don't look the best when you're doing this, but the pump you get is absolutely ridiculous. How many things is absolutely ridiculous and absolutely insane in this workout? You're welcome. Keep that intensity up. Literally, like, the pain is, like, pain is worse than my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. Well, actually, I broke up with her, but I still miss you. We're finishing this off with bicep curls. I mean, I said I normally don't do bicep curls, but I don't want to do preacher curls right now, and I really, really want to, like, get this up and over. Have you guys ever seen, like, the 80s when they're doing bicep curls? They really, like, come up and then tweak it in. And then if you look at mainstream bodybuilders, they keep their elbows to the side and they just come here. So I like to like alternate the two. So today, we're really gonna come up and really get that full contraction at the top. Like I said, the only thing I care about is the peak right now. Because from here, I have no bicep peak. But from here, I do have like round outside biceps. So again, I really want the inside peak to grow, and that's how we're gonna do it this.
Even the stars
you guys may notice, I don't have a bicep vein on my right arm. Don't ask, don't tell, because I have no fucking clue why. I've gotten deep tissue work done. I've gotten grafting done. I've literally got everything you could think to try to get the bicep vein, and it's just not there. It's a mystery. Okay. That's it. You may be wondering, like, you don't train forearms? You train forearms, guys. Like, you ain't jacking off at least 2 to 3 times a day. You ain't actually living. So, like the Wolf of Wall Street says, you gotta be jacking off and thinking about money. But in your case, you're jacking off and thinking about your gains. So, I would have a protein shake right now, but as you know from 20 minutes ago, I'm just minding my own business, right? Just chilling, having a good time, because that's what positive people do, right? I go to grab my protein shake, and guess what is empty in my bag? Not only is that $3.60 of 2 scoops of protein that I'm never gonna get back, but I probably just lost 0.00009% of muscle because of that protein. That means I lost as much muscle as you have a chance of dying from COVID-19. It's fucking bullshit. We should lock this shit down. I don't have a protein shake anymore, so I'm gonna hop on, do 30 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end this video right now. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, not sure what you're doing. 100,000 subscribers in probably the next month, but I can only do that if you actually hit the subscribe button. So I don't know when this video is coming out, but I'll either see you on Monday or Thursday at 5 p.m. Like I said, just hit that subscribe button, and I will pick the winner for the AirPods next video. Peace.